Okay, hi. My name is Michelle.
Oh, hi, I'm Sabrina.
And hello, everybody. My name is Hyson.
So we are going to do our peer discussion on our demo speech about our visual aids. So the questions that we came up with, well, this is the first one, was why did we choose the particular item as our visual aid? And I actually brought my friend in for a visual aid since we couldn't do the demonstration on ourselves. So I had her come in and apply the lipstick while I held a mirror on the side.
Oh, I brought in a tiny baseball bat because I taught everybody how to properly swing a baseball bat. And I brought the small one particularly because I didn't want to carry around a big baseball bat to show everyone. So the smaller one just worked better with my binder.
And as for me, I made an origami flower, so I had brought in origami paper for everyone else to follow along with me as I showed everyone how to make an origami flower.
Okay, so do we think that our aid helped the audience and how? I think that it did because I was explaining the technique and they were watching her do it as I was explaining it.
I think mine helped because instead of me just going up there and showing the steps with like an invisible baseball bat, people got to actually visualize where you place your hands and then the motion of the actual swing once I did the follow through in the last couple of steps. So I think it kind of helped them see where that was supposed to be.
And as for me, I felt that it was good because people got to follow along with me, but I also felt that it was kind of difficult to follow because some of the origami steps were a little complicated. So if I can go back, I wish I could maybe choose a different thing or something that would be easier for them to follow along with.
Our next question is what about it kept the audience's attention or what made it unique? I think just because the class wasn't exposed to like the whole applying lipstick or just makeup thing, that's what kept the attention. Um, that's really all I have to say about that, really.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I think with me bringing the small baseball bat, I feel like it was unique because it was tiny, so it was really cute, but it also was like it wasn't like a big eyesore, it didn't get in the way. I didn't have a struggle when I was doing it. It was really easy for me to use, which made it a lot easier for me to explain the steps because it was supposed to be something that I could do in, 3 to 5 minutes without like struggling with an actual baseball bat.
I feel like the origami kept the audience attention because I don't know. I felt like people were interested to see like what the next step would bring, um, and the fact that I had people follow along with me. I brought origami paper and had people follow the steps as I went along. So I felt that definitely kept the audience's attention.
Our next question is how much do you think the visual aid contributed to the effectiveness of our speeches? Um, I'm just going to kind of go back to what you two both said, and you're talking about, oh, if I didn't have the baseball bat and if it was like invisible, then, or like if you didn't have one, it'd be kind of hard because you wouldn't see where your hand goes on the bat or you wouldn't see the folds in the paper. Um, I'm kind of like answering the question for all of us. But I think that just that alone made it effective, just having an actual item. Do you guys have anything else to add? If not, I'll just move to the next.
No, yeah, I agree. I think, especially with the lipstick, I think you could have put it on yourself and it kind of would have been weird because it was like, okay, now we have to watch her do it, but you did it on somebody else. So, like, from the audience perspective, I got a lot more out of it seeing you apply it to somebody else. And then, same with Heisem, the fact that you passed out papers, it like, I got to get involved with the origami instead of just watching you do it. And even though I got lost just because I'm not good at folding papers, I was still able to follow, if I got lost, follow you afterwards and then the people around me. So I thought it was really good audience participation.
Thank you. I could say that having everyone follow along with me on the origami did make me feel more comfortable. I feel it made me less nervous to have everyone else do it with me, so I felt
Oh, that's
it helped
true.
with the delivery. That's it for that for me.
Okay, so moving on to our next question is, did we have any errors or problems with our visual aid during the speech? Personally, I did. I wasn't sure if it was me being nervous or if it was a time frame. I think it was kind of that because applying lipstick is kind of a tedious process, and that's why I kind of tried to make my speech about that. But even though we were rushing, it was really hard to just like not have you guys see it up close. And again, the time frame. So that's all I have to say about that.
Hold on. Oh, sorry. So for mine, I would think that the biggest problem was also like the most convenient for me. So yeah, my baseball bat was small, so it was convenient to take to the class. But sometimes or like afterwards, I felt like if I would have brought in a full size one, maybe people could have gotten like the actual real effect, because since it was so tiny, it was kind of like hard to see, even though it was like easier for me to use up there and to carry around. It was still kind of like hard to like get the full effect.
As for me, I felt like everyone was doing really well with the following along of each step. But once I got to the last step or two, people started to get a little lost. So I think I could have done a better job explaining the last step or two, and would have been more successful that way if I went that route.
Okay. And another question is, what are improvements that we can make if we had to, if we had a do-over? Mine would be just to have Tristan hold the mirror herself while she is applying it, or have like another person hold the mirror while I'm applying it to her. That way I can still speak, because I don't think that was breaking any of the rules. Like, if I was like applying it to her, and she was just, and I was still speaking, I felt like that would have been okay still.
I think for me, I might have just done something totally different. I mean, after watching what everybody else did, I felt like I could have brought something in or like shown how to do something else, just because now that I think about it, like I had to really stretch out my steps, and then or like even if I did stay with the baseball bat idea, I could have got like everybody up to like practice their swing or something, just because I felt like mine was kind of simple. So I might have like pushed myself to like have a different idea completely if I was to like redo the whole thing.
I agree with that as well. If I can go back, I would practice my timing a lot more, and I would definitely pick something else as well, because it was hard to like track how long the audience would follow each step along with me and whatnot, and I felt
Yeah.
like that used up more time than I had originally anticipated. So yeah, if I can go back, I would probably choose something totally different.
Yeah.
But I felt like it was something I should do just because it's easy for people it would have been something for people to follow along with me. But yeah, if I can go back, I would choose something totally different.
Yeah.
So I'm actually gonna have to disagree with what you said, Sabrina, because I think that your presentation was actually good, and I don't think that you stretched out the steps, because I'm like very new, and like I'm very new to like sports, and I'm not very good at it. So I thought that the way that you were explaining it was actually really, it was a good like demo for somebody who hasn't been exposed to like playing softball or playing baseball before. So that's all I have to say for that. And our last question is, what was your favorite speech? And there were so many, but honestly, my favorite was, I'm sorry if I know the class is watching this, but I don't remember your name, but you're talking about sustainability, and you made that one ball catching game with the milk gallons.
Oh yeah.
I just really like the way that she projected her voice. That's what I was talking about in class today. She was very good at projecting her voice, and she was confident. And you know, like sometimes people just have to make the most of things. And if you can't go out and buy like, because I know that you can buy like those plastic ones in the store with like the little balls, but if you can't do that, I mean, why not just make one?
Yeah, I think my favorite was the massaging the kale one, just because I liked how she got everybody involved. So yeah.
Yeah, that was unique.
My favorite, I forget her name, but the girl who showed us all the chakras. She got us all involved.
Oh yeah, the one where we meditated.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So
yeah, really good delivery. Got us all involved. She seemed very comfortable.
well, we are at our time limit, guys.
All right.
So.
Well, thank you everybody for watching, and hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you.